super freaking pumped because we're talking all about contact forms today and what exactly you need to have on yours to make sure that you actually attract dream client leads and not just anyone showing up into your pipeline. So right now I'm going to show you exactly how to turn your contact form on your website into a qualifying filter. That way you can stop getting unaligned clients, but also have more clarity with knowing, okay, this is what you need to be asking people who want to work with you to pre-qualify and see if they're even a good fit. And if we haven't gotten a chance to meet yet, my name is Kaylee and I love to overcaffeinate myself, but I am also a business coach and strategist for service providers who I help book more dream clients and create sustainable systems so that way you can actually grow over time in a way that doesn't make you want to slam your head into a wall. I started my first business in 2018. I'm also a photographer in case you didn't know. So yeah, it's been a long 7 years and I have invested way more money, time, and energy than I would like to admit, but I'll be completely honest, it's literally why I'm able to sit here today in front of you and to teach you ways so that way you can cut corners, stop reaching dead ends, and actually get to where you want to go a little bit quicker. So let's dive straight into all things contact forms, inquiry forms, whatever it may be that's going to get someone from interest to decision to work with you. And that contact form is that middle ground. They're going to need to click that submit button so that way you actually get a lead to come through, right? We know how that works. That's what we're talking about right now. The one thing that I want you to think about before we keep going is that not everyone is meant for your business. Yes. Okay, we're not here to speak to everyone. We are here to speak to dream clients, because if you speak to everyone, you're actually speaking to no one. And remember, that is the freaking golden rule whenever it comes to attracting dream clients. Starting off with number one, the most important one is to pre-qualify your leads. This is literally what everything is going to be about, like 2, 3, 4, 5. The next things that I'm going to be talking about are kind of going to be like umbrellaed under this one, but this is the overall point. It's super important, and that's why I'm starting with it. Okay, so what kind of questions do you need to be asking to pre-qualify your leads, but also why do we want to be pre-qualifying our leads? Remember, going back to what I said, your business is not meant for everyone, which means that we do not just want anyone to be filling out your contact form and entering your pipeline. We want people who are, one, a great fit to work with you, two, you are equally as stoked to be working with one another, because that's what's going to enable an amazing experience for both your client and for you as the business owner, because people who are not aligned should not be working together. So asking questions such as what are they most excited for? What are their dream outcomes like? A little bit more about like where they're at right now. You want to gauge, okay, where are you at right now? Where do you want to go? Do my values align with your story? What's gotten you here up to this point? If you're a wedding photographer, you could ask more questions about what does your dream day look like. If you're a fitness coach or someone in the health coaching industry, you could be asking questions such as what are their top fitness goals? What are they super excited to have be a part of their life after they're done working with you? If you are a website designer, you could be asking questions such as what exactly do you want to feel whenever you look at your website whenever we're done working together in 10 weeks? Anything that you feel like is going to be really important to understand, okay, if I'm reading this and I haven't met them yet, do I kind of get good vibes, or am I getting a little bit of like a red flag type of feel? I would recommend having anywhere from 1 to 2, maybe 3 if you think it's applicable, questions where you have a small little area where your leads can type out text in their own words. I'm not talking multiple choice questions here. I'm talking a space where they can actually enter the text and share their thoughts and feelings with you. This is also really great because number one, right off the bat, I love seeing how invested people are whenever they inquire to work with me. And I don't mean that in a selfish way, but I, as you have probably caught on by now, if you've been watching the past few of my videos or follow me on social media in general, you've probably caught on that I love to yap. I'm a pretty extroverted person and I love people, okay? Not all of them, but most of them. I love people. But I will say, I love talking, I love connecting, and I genuinely love getting to know my clients with both of my businesses. So on a discovery call, which is the next step that comes after your contact form, I want to pretty much see, okay, are we vibing or not? And I already can kind of tell if I'm going to vibe with someone or not based on how they fill out their contact form. If someone literally gives you like 2 sentences, I'm sorry, but I'm over here like, oh, like I'm not as excited because I'm almost like, maybe they don't want to share more because we don't know each other yet, valid. Or maybe they don't want to share more yet because like personality wise, maybe our personalities don't align. So it almost kind of gives you a prerequisite to understanding their personality, a little bit more about their values. But if you're like me, where you really want to make sure that the people that you work with are super freaking aligned, this is great for you because it can show you how invested they are with a simple question based on the length of their answer. I personally love it whenever I'm reading questions that I ask on my contact form from leads that come through and I see a paragraph. I'm like, heck yes, I already can tell that we're going to get along great. It's almost just like more exciting and fun, but I will say don't keep this in the back of your mind as like a make or a break, but it is really helpful to kind of gauge how exactly this lead is going to be setting the tone for a potential relationship. Number 2 is to include a pricing question. This is normally where most business owners are like, I'm so uncomfortable right now because pricing can kind of be that like taboo topic, but I'm very big on just putting it all out there on the table. I started my first business in 2018. I have already been through all of the most uncomfortable pricing questions, conversations, all of it, and it's now 7 years later, just kind of something that I use like the word the. I can openly say my prices start at 5K, or I can openly say you're looking at spending $625 a month if you want to be working with me for one-on-one coaching. I can straight up say that and not feel uncomfortable or almost feel taken aback by that. I'm very big on being transparent. And although I don't think that you necessarily need to put all of the packages that you offer on your website, I do think that you need to be transparent about getting your potential clients a little bit comfortable with the numbers that they can expect to see whenever they get on a call with you after submitting their contact form. And this is very big because as consumers, you want to have some sort of basis of an information of what you're looking to spend. That way you know you're not wasting your time as a consumer, right? But as the business owner, you also want to make sure that you're not wasting your time. And why would you want someone to press send and inquire to work with you when your prices start at $7,000 and they have a $1,000 budget? See how it just like doesn't align? Sure, you want things to align with personality, but we have to be a realist here. You want things to definitely align with pricing. So asking a simple question such as, my prices start at insert whatever number it may be, $3,000. Is this within your budget? And then having them click a yes or no multiple choice answer. They can click yes, no, or other, whatever it may be, or just simply saying, what is your budget for the project? And then I love putting almost as like in that, I'll include a screenshot over here so that way you can see, or here, wherever it pops up. But I love inserting here, my prices start at, or example, $4,000, something like that. Just so that way you can already get people comfortable and associated with the number that they can expect to see after they start chatting with you directly. It sets expectations, it sets the tone for the conversation, and it also avoids the uncomfortable, let's talk about pricing now, because both of you already know what to expect. Now all they need is just a little bit more information on package details. Number 3 is going to be to add a timeline or a start date field. That way you can gauge when they're expecting this project to be done or when they want to begin working with you. Obviously, if you're a photographer or someone who is going to be providing a service where there is a deadline for the date of the event or whatever it may be, I love including also, I don't know which side is going to be on. Okay, whichever side my big head leaves the most room leaves the most room for me to add a screenshot here. But I'm going to be including examples over here just that way you can see. But on my contact form, I love having a little bit of like a date field so that way they can select, well, it makes sense for my wedding photography company, but they can select the date of their event, or if it's just for a couple session or maternity session, it's easy for me to see, okay, cool, they're hoping to have their session documented by this date. But just adding a simple question here that's going to help you gauge when they're looking to work with you. Some people will inquire much earlier than they need to. So I love this question because it kind of can help you understand, okay, cool, what do my books look like right now? Do I even have capacity for this inquiry? Number 4 is going to be kind of similar to number 1, but we're talking about it in more of like a hyped up sense. You want to ask people what excites them. So asking them more specifically about their dream outcome. On your discovery call, you can talk more about pain points, but what you really want to understand is, okay, what are they excited about? Why did they choose to work with me? What on my website or in my content really attracted them to going, she's the one or he's the one, I want to work with them? A couple different examples. I love asking the question, what about your day are you most excited for? Or what exactly in your business are you looking to change? What about your mindset, your structure, your routine, whatever it may be, are you looking to change? Whatever applies to your niche, insert that there. But you pretty much just want to ask, what about choosing to work with someone, to book someone, to experience a shift in your life, are you most stoked for? Also, I guess this would technically be 4.5 because yes, this is a little bit more different than like asking what they're excited for, but asking the question, what about my process or my work or my services made you want to reach out to me specifically? And not me as in me, Kaylee, but you. I love this question because it's also a great selling point for discovery calls. That way you can see, oh, okay, cool. They really loved how I actually get clients money, or they really loved how I take candid photos, or they really love how my websites convert, or they really love how I am getting people results in only 9 weeks with personal training, whatever it may be. I love this question because if you do end up booking this person, this is amazing data to have, also to let you know what's working in your business. Number 5 is going to be to ask how they found you. And this is also great for collecting data, especially with knowing what's working in your marketing strategy and your plan. That way you can continue doing more of what's working, but also to know where the higher quality and higher paying clients are coming from. I'll include another example here either on my left or my right, but I love having a drop down menu. That way people can select where they found you from. It's also great because it gives you kind of like a basis of knowing how to speak to them on your discovery call. For example, if I see that they click referral, I will ask them on the call, wait, this is so cool. Like I would love to know know like who sent you my way so I can thank them. And they'll normally say, oh, it's a friend of a friend, or like, oh, a vendor or someone else that I reached out to, she was booked and she sent me your way. It's really great for collecting data, but also for maintaining relationships in your business. So if someone sent you a referral, you know to thank them. Now, I did mention quite a bit that I love getting my inquiring potential clients on a discovery call after they submit my contact form. That's literally the first thing that I do. I don't really communicate via email after that. I say, let's hop on Zoom. And yes, Zoom. I mean video calls, not phone calls. If this is something that you want to learn more about, because maybe you are getting some high quality leads, but they're literally leaving you on red or ghosting you or whatever it may be after you reply to them. I do have a training. It's called Natural Sales. Sorry, shameless plug, you know me. But it's a 2-hour training that literally teaches you how to get your potential inquiring clients on a discovery call through video in a way that's conversational and not icky, presentational, classic sales bro-y mentality, whatever you want to call it. So anyways, I will leave a link down below for that if you're interested in natural sales, because the contact form is the middleman between your marketing and actually closing and booking that client. So contact forms, yes, are really, really, really helpful, but there's also that middleman part too, which is your discovery call, which is going to determine how well you're going to be able to actually convert the leads that you have coming through. And that's exactly why I created natural sales. So do check it out down below. I have a link in the description. It'll be the first link that you see down below. It'll take you to the landing page where you can learn everything about what's inside, so that way you can see if it's something that may help you with your business with booking higher paying clients. But regardless, if you check it out or not, don't forget to come back, because next week I will be uploading the 4th video inside of my series, Booked Out Basics, where I help service providers fully book out their calendars and not feel like you're doing the exact same thing for years and years and years and years in a row and still nothing is happening. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. I'm gonna now finish my coffee and probably batch another video here because I'm on a roll today with filming. Alrighty, ta-ta, start, let's get it. Okay, is this on? Yep, it's on, okay.